on Connecticut East this week. Seaside and Waterford becomes Connecticut's newest state park in 50 years, but what does it mean for the local community? Cultural commentator Roxanne Jones talks about how the New York grand jury decision in the Eric Garner chokehold murder case has wider implications for the nation. And in Health Beat, we discover the nutritional value of adding nuts to our everyday diet. Hello, I'm Brian Scott Smith and welcome to Connecticut East this week. Seaside and Waterford was once the home of a hospital for people with tuberculosis and later for the developmentally disabled. And when it closed in 1996, the future of the site was undecided. Debate has gone on for almost 2 decades now between the state and potential developers. But now Governor Malloy has made a commitment to turn the site into Connecticut's newest state park. I spoke earlier with Tess Townsend from the Dane newspaper via Skype about the story.
As far as the consensus among neighbors in the community goes, abutting neighbors have been the most vocal group in the community when it comes to this property, and they're thrilled to see, this idea of it becoming a state park. I say idea because it hasn't happened yet. There are more things that have to happen before that actually comes to fruition, but. They were very concerned about, the idea of commercial development coming in or the idea of any sort of dense development coming in there. They were worried about traffic flow, things like that, which, arguably some people say that, a state park is actually going to increase traffic even more, but that's another story.
And of course, as always, we want you to weigh in on the stories we recover here on Connecticut East this week. You can do that by going to our Twitter or Facebook pages. Details are on your screen now. Racial divisions in the US were highlighted again recently in the choking death of African-American Eric Garner at the hands of New York City police. The case sparked outrage and protests across the city. Here in the studio with me is cultural commentator Roxanne Jones. Roxanne, nice to see you.
Thank you.
So Roxanne, the grand jury made their decision in this case not to indict the police officer who killed Mr. Garner. What's going on here?
Well, I think what was going on was a miscarriage of justice, first of all. And of course, in our justice system, we accept the results, but I think that it's time for us to really look at how we are hiring law enforcement officials, how we are training them, what the qualifications are, both, cultural competencies and just strategies and tactics for policing, community policing.
We also saw another situation in Ferguson. Talk us through that.
Well, in Ferguson, it's a further example of the rift that's developed between the communities in America and law enforcement officials. And I think that it's not just a racial divide, it's an issue of trust in our American system of justice.
Time now for our regular health segment, courtesy of Bacchus Hospital.
Hi, my name is Jen Federley, and I'm a registered dietitian with Bacchus Hospital and Thames Valley Council for Community Action, otherwise known as TVCCA. And I am here today at the Willimantic Food Co-op to talk to you about nuts. Nuts have been getting a lot of buzz lately. The studies that have come out recently have shown that eating nuts regularly prolong life. And not only that, they also reduce the risk of heart disease, certain types of cancer, several types of digestive diseases, and even some respiratory diseases. The study also showed that the people who ate nuts more regularly were less likely to be overweight or obese.
That's all from the team here at Connecticut East this week. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to let us know your stories and your reactions to the stories we recover. And we'll see you next week. Goodbye.